Okay, you guys, so here we are in chapter 7. It is time to talk about safety. Because we are working with candles, we've got some heat here. We're going to be melting this wax at a very high temperature. It is very important to talk about some of the safety rules. Okay, we're going to be working with hot liquids and open flames, and it is so important to make sure that our work area is far away from other flammable items. And you may even want to wear some protective clothing, a long sleeve shirt, some gloves, to help ensure that you're not burned by any of the hot wax. And make sure you're wearing closed-toed shoes. It's also really important in case you spill some wax, it runs off the table. You don't want it hitting your toes or your feet. So just take those extra precautions to protect yourself from all this hot wax, you guys. You don't want to have any of that spilling on you, and just please be as careful as you can. Okay, let's talk about your hair for a second. So you're going to want to make sure that your hair is protected. Hair is very flammable, especially if you're using certain hair products. So if you can, maybe put your hair back, put it in a ponytail, or just do whatever you can to try to get it out of the way and get it out of contact with these heat sources. And it's always good to have a fire extinguisher handy. If you're going to be working in your kitchen, just go ahead and have it out. And that way, if something happens, you've got it right there. If any of the wax spills onto the stove and kind of creates a flame or anything like that, you've got that fire extinguisher right there and ready to grab. So you can protect your work surface by placing an old cloth or like a layered newspaper over it. Wax stains can be kind of a pain to remove, so just give yourself a surface that is going to be easy to pick up and remove. You can even use like old cardboard boxes. So if you've got a lot of Amazon shipments coming in, you've probably got some cardboard boxes laying around. You can just break those down to where they're flat, and you can lay the cardboard box over the surface, and that gives you a really good thick layer of protection from whatever your surface you're working on. Okay, always wear your oven mitts or use tongs when you're handling the hot candle wax or the mold or the pot. So when we go inside, we're going to create like a double boiler situation with this, and we're going to be working on the stove. So you're going to want to have some oven mitts or some tongs or something so that you don't have to put your hand right on this handle. And when you're done with your candles and you're ready to burn, never forget to extinguish it before going to bed or leaving the room. It's never a good idea to leave the candle burning when you aren't around. Also, make sure that your candles are placed on a level surface so that it burns in such a way that it ensures it won't be knocked over, it won't tip and fall. It's also good for how that wax burns. You don't want it burning unevenly, or the wick may have a hard time burning straight through. Have you ever had that situation where the candle wax was not evaporating quick enough for the wick, and it kind of covered that wick up? Then you had to pour some wax out so you can melt the candle again. Just make sure it's on a level surface to kind of avoid those issues. All right, and that is it for our safety talk, you guys. We are now going to move on to the projects. So let's hop on over there. I am so excited to show you how to get into using all of these wonderful products and how to get into making these candles. So let's get to it.